Hello, my name is Amit Tata. Welcome to MBA633 Statistics for Business Decision Making. I wanted to take a few minutes to discuss the nature of the course and also offer some suggestions to help you do well in the course. Now, in today's digital world, we are drowning in data. Pretty much anything that can be recorded and stored is being, thanks to improvements in technology. And data is becoming the new raw material of business. Businesses and in fact organizations of all kind, they want to make data-driven decisions. But it is not easy to make sense out of this ocean of data. And this is where statistics comes in. In a nutshell, in just a few words, statistics is really all about extracting patterns from data. That's all it is. It's a set of tools and techniques that helps you extract patterns from data. And the patterns that you extract tell you something about some underlying phenomenon. And that is what gives you the basis for making decisions and taking action, which is what business decision making is all about anyways. For example, how would a tire manufacturer like Yokohama Tires, how would they know if their production process is functioning properly and if it is producing tires of the appropriate quality that they guarantee to customers? As another example, how would an organization know whether or not a training program that it had instituted, let's say a few months ago, has in fact improved safety in the workplace? Or for that matter, how would a company like Sears or Best Buy, how should they price extended warranty contracts on consumer goods that they sell? For example, it could be a lawnmower or a digital camera. How would they go about pricing extended warranty contracts? So in this course, we will learn tools and techniques that help us extract patterns from data, which in turn help us to address business decision problems of the kinds that I have just illustrated for you. Now, coming now to the nature of the course, I think it's important to recognize that this is a methods course, meaning the emphasis is on learning a set of tools and techniques that are applicable in a wide range of business problem solving settings. Okay. Clearly, the emphasis is on the tools and techniques. Now, in fact, this course, MBA 633, is the only methods course in your entire program. Now, I'm pretty sure that none of you entered the MBA program to become statisticians. You want to be business persons, you want to be able to interpret data and make business decisions, take actions, and so forth. And that's perfectly appropriate and fine, but we need to be able to walk before we can run. We need to be able to master the techniques in order to apply them appropriately. So the way we will approach this in our course is that we will do a lot of problem setting. So we will learn the tools and techniques. That's what the focus will be, but we will not do so in a theoretical or mathematical manner. We will learn these tools and techniques in the context of solving business problems. So we will look at small business problem settings, have data, and try and master some of these techniques in the context of this problem solving. So the hope is that once you have these techniques under your belt by the end of the course, then you will be in a very strong position to actually work on and do creative things in your marketing, finance, accounting, operations management classes, which is what you really came to do in the first place. But this provides the foundation. Now, I think it should be fairly clear that if we don't master the techniques, applying them appropriately, creatively, properly, simply will not happen. So as I said, we'll work lots of problems, but do recognize, and I will keep the math down to a minimum. Okay, I will certainly keep the math down to a minimum, but please do recognize that I cannot make the course math free. That's the nature of the course. So we must be mentally prepared for a certain amount of quantitative content. So I will do problem solving. I will keep theory and mathematics to a bare minimum. Also, we will be using Excel to help us do a lot of the calculations. But at the end of the day, there will be quantitative content in the course. That's part of mastering the techniques. You're dealing with data, there will be quantitative content. But it is my hope, certainly sincerely, that if you master the techniques well, you will not have to worry or think about the tools, and you will instead, in the subsequent courses, focus on the business problem setting, which is what really matters ultimately. Now, let me offer some suggestions also to help you do well in the course. Given that this course is only 10 weeks long, the strongest advice that I can give you is to not fall behind. In my experience, the single most common reason that students run into difficulty in the course is because they have fallen behind. Now, given all the obligations that you have at work and with family, it's very easy for this to happen. I understand that, but I cannot stress it strongly enough to try that it is absolutely vital to keep up with the material. Okay, assimilating any kind of new content takes time, particularly quantitative content. So falling behind is highly not recommended. Second, try and work as many problems as you can. This is a methods course, as I said, so the focus is on learning tools and technique, and the best way to do that is to work as many problems as you can. So experience many different problem settings and see how these tools can be applied in a wide variety of different settings. Now, when you go to the course website, you will find that I have set up a sort of a minimal list of problems from each of the chapters that we will cover. That is sort of the smallest set of problems that you should work, but I highly recommend that you work as many problems as you can. Another point that I would make in connection with working problems is that as you work these problems, try and resist the temptation to do them mechanically or in a formulaic manner. The main objective in working as many problems as you can is to understand underlying statistical issues and to understand when certain techniques are applicable, when certain techniques are not applicable. So the problems are simply a vehicle for you to master statistical concepts and see the applicability of tools. In real life, you can never foresee or never prejudge, anticipate in all the different manifestations of different problem settings. So you must be able to recognize problem settings and come to a determination of what sort of tools are appropriate to use. So as you work problems, try and avoid the temptation to approach them in a formulaic, in a cookbook manner. My next suggestion to you is to bring your laptop and textbook to class every week. I will be working lots of problems, so if you bring your laptop and textbook to class, you will be able to work problems with me in class. Last but not least, please know and realize that I'm here to help you. You're not alone in this endeavor. I'm here to help. The best way to reach me is by email. If you feel that there is something you need to discuss with me, or if there's something I could do to help you in the learning process, please do not hesitate to approach me. Now, I do recognize that students in the class will be coming in with a wide variety of undergraduate backgrounds. People's quantitative skills and acumens may also vary. Furthermore, some of you may be coming back to school after a reasonable break from the classroom. So given that this is your first semester or early in the program, and the quantitative nature of the course, this course sometimes generates a fair level of anxiety, but not to worry, this is not rocket science. With a little bit of discipline and perseverance, everyone should do just fine in the course. So with that, welcome once again to MBA 633, and I look forward to seeing you in class.